Welcome to episode 43 of Norse Myths, Legends, and Folktales. My name is MyLinda Butterworth, and today we learn about how the end of the Norse gods will occur in Ragnarok. An axe age, a sword age. Shields will be gashed. There will be a wind age and a wolf age before the world is wrecked. First of all, Midgard will be wrenched and racked by wars for 3 months. Fathers will slaughter sons. Brothers will be drenched in one another's blood. Mothers will desert their menfolk and seduce their sons. Brothers will bed with sisters. The Fimbulvitr, the winter of winters, will grip and throttle Midgard. Driving snow clouds will converge from north and south and east and west. There will be bitter frosts, biting winds. The shining sun will be helpless. 3 such winters will follow each other with no summers between them. So the end will begin. Then the children of the old giantess in Ironwood will have their say. The wolf Skoll will seize the sun between his jaws and swallow her. He will spatter Asgard with gore, and his brother Hati will catch the moon and mangle him. The stars will vanish from the sky. The earth will start to shudder then. Great trees will sway and topple. Mountains will shake and rock and come crashing down, and every bond and fetter will burst. Fenrir will run free. Egthur, watchman of the giants, will sit on his grave mound and strum his harp, smiling grimly. Nothing escapes the red cock, Fjarlar. He will crow to the giants from Birdwood. At the same time, the cock who wakes the warriors every day in Valhalla, Golden Combed, Gulcambi, will crow to the gods. A third cock, Rust Red, will raise the dead in hell. The sea will rear up and waves will pummel the shores because Jormungandr, the Midgard serpent, is twisting and writhing in fury, working his way on to dry land. And in those high seas, Naglfar will break loose, the ship made from dead man's nails. The bows and the waist and the stern and the hull will be packed with giants. And Hrym will stand at the helm, heading towards the plain Vigrid. Loki, too, free from his fetters, will take to the water. He will set sails toward Vigrid from the north, and his dead weight will be all that ghastly crew in hell. Then the brothers Fenrir and Jormungandr will move forward side by side. Fenrir's slavering mouth will gape wide open, so wide that his lower jaw scrapes against the ground, and his upper jaw presses against the sky. It would gape still wider if there was more room. Flames will dance in Fenrir's eyes and leap from his nostrils. With each breath, meanwhile, Jormungandr will spew venom. All the earth and the sky will be splashed and stained with his poison. The world will be in uproar, the air quaking with booms and blares and their echoes. Then the sons of Muspel will advance from the south and tear apart the sky itself as they too close in on Vigrid. Surt will lead them, his sword blazing like the sun itself. And as they cross Bifrost, the rainbow bridge will crack and break behind them. So all the giants and all the inmates of hell, and Fenrir and Jormungandr and Surt and the blazing sons of Muspel will gather in Vigrid. They will all but fill that plain that stretches 120 leagues in every direction. The gods, meanwhile, will not be idle. Heimdall will leave his hall, Himmelberg, and raise the great horn Yala to his mouth. He will sound such a blast that it will be heard throughout the 9 worlds. All the gods will wake and at once meet in council. Then Odin will mount Sleipnir and gallop to Mimir's spring and take advice from Mimir there. Yggdrasil itself will moan, the ash that always was and waves over all that is. Its leaves will tremble, its limbs shiver and shake, even as two humans take refuge deep within it. Everything in heaven and in earth and hell will quiver. Then all the Aesir and all the Einherjar in Valhalla will arm themselves. They will don their helmets and their coats of mail, and grasp their swords and spears and shields. 800 fighting men will forge through each of the hall's 540 doors. That vast host will march towards Vigrid, and Odin will ride at their head wearing a golden helmet and a shining corselet, brandishing Gungnir. Odin will make straight for the wolf Fenrir, and Thor right beside him will be unable to help because Jormungandr will at once attack him. Freyr will fight the fire giant Surt, and when Surt whirls his flaming blade, Freyr will rue the day that he gave his own good sword to his servant Skirnir. It will be a long struggle, though before Freyr succumbs, the hound Garin and Gonib al-Hili will leap at the throat of one-handed Tyr, and they will kill one another. The age-old enemies Loki and Heimdall will meet once more, and each will be the cause of the other's death. Thor, son of God, and gaping Jormungandr have met before too, and they are well matched. At Vigrid, the god will kill the serpent, but will also be able to stagger back 9 steps before he falls dead himself, poisoned by the venom Jormungandr spews over him. Odin and Fenrir were the first to engage, and their fight will be fearsome. In the end, though, the wolf will seize Allfather between his jaws and swallow him. That will be the death of Odin. At once, his son, Vidar, will stride forward and press one foot on Fenrir's bottom jaw, and the shoe he will wear that has been a long time in the making. It consists of all the strips and bits of leather and pared off the heels and toes of new shoes since time began, all the leftovers thrown away as gifts for the god. Then Vidar will take hold of Fenrir's other jaw and tear the wolf apart, so avenging his father. Then Surt will fling fire in every direction. Asgard and Midgard and Jotunheim and Niflheim will become furnaces, places of raging fire, swirling smoke, ashes, only ashes. The 9 worlds will burn, and the gods will die. Then Hariar will die. Men and women and children in Midgard will die. Elves and dwarves will die. Giants will die. Monsters and creatures of the underworld will die. Birds and animals will die. The sun will be dark, and there will be no stars in the sky. The earth will sink into the sea. The earth will rise again out of the water, fair and green. The eagle will fly over cataracts, swoop into the thunder, and catch fish under crags. Corn will ripen in fields that were never sown. Vidar and Voli will still be alive, and they will survive the fire and the flood, and make their way back to Idavol, the shining plain where palaces once stood. Modi and Mogni, sons of Thor, will join them there, and they will inherit their father's hammer, Mjolnir. And Baldur and Hod will come back from the world of the dead. It will not be long before they too tread the new green grass on Idavol. Honir, well, he'll be there as well, and he will hold the wand and foretell what is to come. The sons of Vili and Vi will make up the new number, the gods in heaven, home of the winds. They will sit down in the sunlight and begin to talk. Turn by turn they will call up such memories, memories such as are known to them alone. They will talk over many things that happened in the past, and the evil of Jormungandr and the wolf Fenrir. And then, amongst the waving grass, they will find gold chessboards, treasures owned once by the Aesir, and gaze at them in wonder. Many courts will rise once more, and some good, some evil. The best place of all will be Gimli in heaven, a building fairer than the sun, roofed with gold. That is where the rulers will live, at peace with themselves and each other. Then there will be Brimnir, or Okolnir, where the ground is always warm underfoot. There will always be plenty of good drink there for those who have taste for it. And then there will be Sindri, a fine hall that stands in the dark mountains of Nidafiol, made holy of red gold. Good men will live in these places. But there will be another hall of Nostrand, the shore of corpses. That place in the underworld will be as vile as it is vast. All its doors will face north. Its walls and roof will be made of wattled snakes, their heads facing inward, blowing so much poison that it runs in rivers through the hall. Oathbreakers and murderers and philanderers will wade through those rivers. Nithog, too, will outlive the fire and the flood under Yggdrasil. He will suck blood from the bodies of the dead. The two humans who hid themselves deep within Yggdrasil, some say Hodmimir's wood, will be called Leaf and Leifthasir. Surt's fire will not scorch them. It will not even touch them, and their food will be the morning dew. Through the branches, through the leaves, they will see light come back. For before the sun is caught and eaten by the wolf Skoll, she will give birth to a daughter, no less fair than herself, who will follow the same sky path and light the world. Leif and Leifthasir will have children, and their children will bear children. There will be life and new life, and life everywhere on earth. That was the end, and this is the beginning. And here is where I end my tale for today. But I'll be back with more tales. Many more tales. Until then, my friends, enjoy the journey.